What's going on, everybody? My name is Kevin Ryan with a quick vlog to update everybody as to what is going on, namely that I'm not dead. The game in the background is a dragon named Cole, which is a dark fairy tale game inspired by the likes of Castlevania Symphony of the Night and Dragon Age Origins. It is currently in development by Clever Crow Games, which is a husband and wife duo. This is the playable demo for it that is available for download. There will be a link in the description below this video, as well as a link to their YouTube channel, where you can also watch the trailer and download the demo. It is a game that I will be covering in detail at a later date. But let's get serious for a moment here while this game plays in the background. I don't get paid for my work on YouTube. And I do have a job that does pay me. Obviously, I would. Why wouldn't I? And it can be difficult at times to balance the task of uploading consistently with real life, you know, because I don't get paid for this work on YouTube. It's not, you know, it's not a priority. As a hobby and as a passion, it takes center stage in that respect. But when life comes a knocking, you know, there are things that I need to put more time into than the YouTube channel necessarily. I want to move to a point where that gets changed, and that is why things have been a bit slow the last month or so on the channel with regards to uploads. I have been endeavoring to ensure that all of my content, to the best of my ability, is on the up and up, meaning that I won't get hit with any copyright strikes or, you know, any hits or any flags or anything like that. And the reason for that is because I want to monetize the channel. And while that may seem laughable with my current viewership, it's less about the money and more about getting into the right mindset of someone who does do this for a living. Someone who is very careful not to breach any copyright laws, to make sure all of their content is original and theirs and is protected under fair use. And at the same time, it's to inspire me to work even harder at it, to really give me that extra nudge, because the way you get paid on YouTube, the short version is that your videos have to generate X amount of revenue before you even see before you even see a check, and that is to ensure that, you know, Google and YouTube aren't paying any old schmo who does like a movie review or something like that. You know, you have to make a certain amount, and then that will come back to you, and so that will inspire me to work harder and upload more consistently and all that kind of stuff. And so that is what I've been doing, and that is why Broken Glasses has a brand new logo graphic, which is very, very pretty. I'm very pleased with it. And part of my time was spent getting that ironed out and getting that made. The other part has been my work on an upcoming episode of Broken Glasses, which was going to be focused on Rad Rogers. Now, you can expect that over the weekend at some point. I will be recording some gameplay for it with Dave. Because I did not expect this. That game came out on early access this past week, and they were funded on Kickstarter like 2 months ago. I did not see that coming. I thought perhaps only backers and press were going to be given demos, but they put out World 1 on Steam early access this past week. So we will be diving into that over the weekend. At the same time, I am also working on my coverage for Pine, which comes to us from Twirlbound Games, is currently in development. Very, very excited for that one. I'll be covering that one in great detail. I really like what I see there from those guys. There will be links available right now on screen that you can click on to see the trailers for these games, to find out more about what's going on. But that is what's coming up down the pipeline. I cannot talk. I've had like 2 cups of coffee or something like that. With regards to shows like the Game Lobby, here's the thing about the Game Lobby. It was meant to be a showcase for indie games in development that I necessarily wasn't going to devote an entire episode of Broken Glasses to. And it hasn't really taken off in a way that I feel is satisfactory relative to me. You know, I'm not really pleased with it. I'm not really pleased with the gimmick behind it. And I think there are better ways to give these games coverage that extends beyond just, you know, throwing trailers together and uploading it as a video, but it's still, you know, it doesn't take as much work as a full episode of Broken Glasses does. You know, I can still cover these games to a lesser extent, but in a more meaningful way than the Game Lobby allowed for. And so I have some ideas tossing around about how best to do that. And so we will revisit that at a later date. But the game lobby, for all intents and purposes, is kaput. That's just how that goes. With regards to We Happy Few, I know one of my most recent uploads was me and Dave playing through that game. It's, the thing about We Happy Few is that it's been out on early access for a few months now. People know what kind of game it is. I think people know if they're going to like it or not at this point. There's enough information out there for people to make an educated decision on whether or not this game is for them. Combine that with the fact that me and Dave don't always have the time to meet together and play through this game, as well as with the fact that the game itself is large and will require probably numerous videos in order to really explore it. And we just don't have the time. We can't dedicate to something like that. So I think with regards to We Happy Few, I'll be playing it on my own time, and then at a later date, I will compile all of my thoughts about the game as it stands into one neat video. And then that'll be that. As for when that'll happen, I don't know. It's not big on the to-do list right now because, like I said, it's been out for a while. I think people know what it is and whether or not they like it. So it's not high on the priority list. But if you want to know the short version, I love it. I love We Happy Few. I really do. So that's that. To those of you who have subscribed to me already in these early days and have shown support, whether you just be a fan or a viewer or somebody that just liked my content, or if you're a developer that has shared my work before and has supported me in that way, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. At the end of the day, I am just a guy looking to try to make a life for himself on YouTube, and who really wants to do this for a living and is currently just trying to find his footing. And so I thank you all for showing the support that you have in whatever way you have done it. Twitter, a subscription, sharing my stuff, whatever, however, it doesn't matter. I appreciate it all the same. And with that, my name is Kevin Ryan, and that is me done for this vlog. I'm going to go back to work now.